Well, we're here with Joyhauser.
Hi.
Hey, good
Hi.
evening.
Good evening. Nice
How
to
are
meet
you?
you.
You guys have just played in San Juan.
Yeah.
Yeah,
How was it?
it was super nice. I think it was sold out, like for 800 people.
Oh,
Yeah.
a lot.
Yeah, it was crazy.
cool.
When we arrived in the city isn't that big, so
Yeah, thank you.
we didn't know what to expect. But when we arrived, it was full and the people were crazy. So we had a very good time. Normally we had to play 2 hours, and we extended to three. So it was so much fun.
Amazing.
So yeah, of
Yeah,
course.
it was really cool. And also, it was our debut in Argentina.
Yes.
So I think each country has like its own way of
Yeah.
partying. The people have
Yeah.
their atmosphere and their way of dancing and vibing. And it was a really nice experience. For the first time in Argentina, it was really good.
Well, you're now playing here in Buenos Aires, the capital city. So
Yeah.
what's
Yeah.
your expectations?
We heard a lot of good things about Buenos Aires.
We're good
That
party people.
yeah, like things like that, and yeah, I can imagine that the vibe here is also different from San Juan. So we're really looking forward to
Yeah, also,
experience that.
it's a club, so
It's a club also,
I
yeah.
heard so
and-
many good things about the club. So
Yes, it
yeah.
has-
Also, Emily's a good friend of us, and she told us that the people are crazy here. One of the best crowds in the world. So yeah, we're a little bit nervous. Normally not anymore, but yeah. we were-
sometimes.
Sometimes. So no, we're really looking forward to
That's
to Buenos
amazing.
Aires here. So
Well, you have mentioned Amelie, so
Yeah.
we were wondering how your relationship started. Maybe I believe that you guys met during playing in the Belgian scene.
I think that's a better one for you. To
yeah,
answer.
back in the days, I think almost 4 or 5 years. I think.
I think it's
Yeah,
5 years.
5 years. We were throwing parties also as a promoter, and it was in Café d'Avers in Belgium. Now it's closed, but yeah, we booked Landfaki, and it was sold out. It was a great night, but someone cancelled from our friends. He had to close after Landfaki, so we needed a new DJ, someone else. And yeah, we met Emily, and we didn't know her before, and we started to talk with her, and we had such a good click immediately. We had something like, wow, she's very nice. And then we talked like almost like 10 15 hours that day. I was like, wow, she's really cool. And at the end I asked her, say, by the way, Emily, do you want to close after Landfaki? And she said like, what, are you crazy? She was almost crying, and she had only like 600 likes or something, so she was so small, nobody knew her. And she
5
played,
years ago.
yeah, and she played
First big, yeah.
after Landfaki, and everybody was looking now, who is she? And she blew everybody away. So, and from then on, we had such a good relationship.
Yeah, she took off.
She took off like a rocket. So, but
She
that
always,
we were so happy, and
supported
we
us from the start
we
also.
supported her in the
Yeah.
beginning a lot.
Mutual.
Yeah, and now we're at the same agency. She said like, okay, yeah, you have to come with us, and yeah, we're good friends now, and yeah, we love her. So
That's amazing.
yeah.
And you also are very good friends. That's why you started playing together. I was wondering what was like the moment that you said, yeah, let's go all in
Um,
producing.
yeah, we actually met in high school when we were like 14 years old, I think. So that's 15, 16 years ago.
Yeah, it's a long time.
A long
Yeah.
time ago.
And we all already had like the same taste in music and the same passion. We used to go like in a little park in our hometown. We used to go there at night and drink beer and wine and had like a
Techno
speaker and
music,
listen
yeah.
to techno. And then we started being like promoting our own parties, like smaller parties in our hometown for like 100 people. And at a certain point, we just did like a back-to-back set, and it was really good. So I was playing already for a long time before.
Yeah, you have produced.
Yeah, I started producing since I was 14 also. And I think it was when we started playing the first time was we were 17, 18 years old.
Yeah.
And
That
the
was-
back-to-back was so good, and,
Yeah.
and we felt a connection
energy.
immediately. and we just repeated it and did another back to back, and then we just decided, come on, let's do something with this, and that's
Yeah.
how the Joyhauser story started, actually.
And does Joyhauser have any special meaning, or what did you? How did you guys decided to go for that AKA?
Yeah, the search for a name took quite a long time.
So it took us a long way.
Yeah, and it actually, yeah, we're just sending ideas back and forth, but you know, you need something that
Yeah, you feel
hits you,
comfortable.
yeah, and we were two,
And that's
so
not easy.
yeah, and
To feel a name for both that is feeling good, like, yeah, that was a very hard process.
yeah, so at a certain point, yours was like he studied psychology,
Yes.
Yeah.
and he was like, I'm just going to take my course. I'm going
I
to
was
look
doing my
up
exams,
some.
so I was tired of sending things. I have to
Yeah.
focus on my exams, and I said like, Stan, we're not going through it. I say like, okay, I have an idea. I just going at the back of my book, and I'm gonna choose two names in the psychology world. So, and it was Professor Joy and Mark Hauser,
Oh, okay.
and they studied the process of endorphins and all the kind of neurotransmitters
Chemicals
on
that make
the
you happy in
behavior.
your brain.
Yeah,
Nice.
so that's the story a bit. It's like, and they say like Joyhauser. It's like, wow, it's
Yeah,
sounding
it's-
good.
Sounds international. Everybody can pronounce it. It's not like
Yeah.
my name. Nobody can
Yeah.
pronounce my name.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's like also the story behind it is the effects that music has on your brain. It makes you
Yeah.
happy. It
Of
makes
course.
you
Of
gives you
people
energy. That's the same thing we want to like transfer to the audience.
A lot of
With your
people,
music.
a lot of people are asking that.
Yeah.
Where the
Yeah.
names come from. And some German people are thinking that they're from Germany. Sometimes they speaking German to us. It's like, no, sorry, we're from
No.
Belgium. yeah.
It's
So.
an interesting story.
Yeah. So and we're very comfortable with the name. So yeah. And there's a story behind it. So
It was a good,
yeah.
a good pick. Well, we know that during mid 2019, you were able to leave your day jobs and focus 100% in your career, your music career.
Yeah.
And I was wondering how that affected the way you work in the studio and also touring.
Yeah, it was last year in June we took the decision to quit our day jobs. We wanted to
Yeah.
combine it.
The decision was a bit earlier. I think at ADE in
Yeah.
October.
Uh-huh.
Because our agency said like, okay guys, you have to
Start.
take and take the leap of faith, you know. And they said
was
like,
time.
we have a lot of plans. We have a new agency coming up, like the Bliss office. That's a new agency where Amelie and Pampad is on it. It's a joint venture with Marco Starke and Ugo Akos, Belgium and Germany a bit together. And yeah, it was a new adventure, and they said like, okay, we want to have you guys with you,
You have to
but you have to take a
Yeah.
decision because you're gonna be growing next year. And we said like, okay, wow,
You won't
they
have
have
time
big
anymore.
no, they have big plans. So yeah, it was a bit hard in the beginning because at that moment when we had to take that decision, we had some gigs and it went well. We slowly were getting outside of Belgium and Germany, Netherlands, France, like that, but not that big, you know. So it was half a year before that we had to take that decision. That was a bit scary, but it was the best decision of our life, I think, in June. Yeah.
Yeah, indeed. And now it's actually in the studio and touring. It's freeing your mind. You know, you get to focus on one thing. Mostly, I went to work on Monday or Tuesday, and then you have to make like the switch again.
Switch.
And I had to make that switch every week twice, and it's so tiring. And now we just have the focus to yeah, transfer energy in the studio, in our tracks. We can take things more laid back, and
Yeah.
that just pays
That-
off in the end. It pays off,
Yeah.
in
It
a positive
reflects in
way.
your music.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Back in the days when we combined our full-time job, it was like when we played in Belgium, that was doable, you know, like we did that for years. But
But
when
when
you
we
have to
started
take
flying.
flying and we came back home on Sunday, and that was the only moments sometimes we had to when we could produce, you know,
Yeah.
like and that was so hard sometimes, and it affects also the creativity, like Stan says. And now we have, yeah, it's so much better now to plan everything, having a day off, being in the studio the whole day, just no pressure, you know. And in the beginning, yeah, but when we both worked, it was like, now we have to do it in 2 hours, and it has to
Oh
come
my
because
God.
otherwise,
Okay, it's
you know,
now
like
or
then
never.
it's next week or in 2 weeks, you know.
I remember we did the I Hypnotized remix for Amelie, and I think it was just before quit my job, the month before, and we had to finish it in I think in 2 days,
2 days, I think, yeah.
and
So
there
it
was so
a
much
hard
pressure,
pressure, yeah.
and
Because Emily was touring also for 3 weeks,
yeah,
and they took a late decision that we had to do the remix. So we were super happy. He said that, yeah, but it has to,
Yeah, it has to
we
come
have to
out
finish
now.
it very.
yeah,
And we went to New York also.
yeah. I
So
went on
it was
holiday
like
to
3 weeks. Emily was touring, and he was 2 weeks to New York. So it was like, okay, fuck, how many days we have?
yeah. We finished
We
it.
were counting. It was like,
uh,
I think we have only 2 days. I mean, so
yeah.
oh my gosh. So
But
it was like, but it
yeah,
was,
the pressure sometimes works.
Yeah.
But if you need to be
No,
creative, pressure is good sometimes,
Sometimes
but
it's good,
not
but not
every
too
time.
much, no.
No, it's not too
Yeah.
much. That's I think
Yeah.
yeah, and
Joyce, do you miss your neuropsychology?
Yeah, sometimes if there were more hours in the day, I would still combine it. But no, it was psychology was for me always the thing I wanted to study, and it affects now also when we're DJing. Everything is psychology, you know,
Yeah.
like the people are happy, and that's the kind of thing I'm happy now with, is that music, yeah, can bring so much happiness in the crowd, even a whole um, yeah, a whole club. There can be people who are during the week were so sad, and then they can just put everything away and having the time of their life, and that's the thing we want to bring as a DJ, you know, like bringing the vibes and having a good time for the, and yeah, that's
You're practicing in
yeah,
the
and yeah. It's a bit the psychology in the practice. So no. It's I'm happy with the job now. So
Oh, that's great.
yeah.
We know that you're working on your first original album, and in an interview you said that we were going to listen to a different side of yours, along with your classic sound.
yeah.
So we were wondering if we have already heard this different side of yours, or we are going to be surprised completely.
I think it's going to be typical Joyhauser, but it's yeah. We want to like make a more different approach in terms of also doing a live set after.
Yeah.
So it will be more like it will be electronic for sure, but there will be more down tempo or ambient
amazing.
stuff
Yeah.
I like.
in there. And we're slowly working towards the album, but it's no pressure. It's not gonna be
Yeah.
this year.
No.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be at the end of next year,
Yeah.
but it's slowly starting to take shape, and I think it's going to be real good. I have some, yeah, we made some like
We have
breakbeat
already
stuff
some, yeah.
and
Oh,
yeah,
amazing.
some
Yeah.
yeah.
We,
It's,
we opened the Book Pop set and also Awakenings when we that were the 2 times we played a Joyhauser only set, and then we starting like first set, the first track.
yeah,
There were more like ambient and break beats, down tempo tracks. So that's what we wanted to do, is like telling a story and not just having 12 smashing techno tracks, you know, like it has to be good, it has to tell a story, and yeah, we're gonna take
Your time.
our time
Yeah.
to
There's no
write
pressure
it,
behind
and yeah.
and then afterwards we're going to do the yeah, we want to do like a live tour,
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
you want
that's
to-
our
a
main
real
goal,
album tour, and
to doing just the live set.
but that's a goal we want to we set for ourselves, and we're going to try that for next year.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, in the My Favorite Freaks podcast, you showcased a new track. It's called NS20.
Oh wow, the podcast. When was that?
You did
That's-
you did good
Yeah, you did
research.
good research.
Yeah, I can imagine.
I was thinking like, which set was that again? Yeah.
Yes. What was the question of it? Sorry. Excuse me.
So is it going to be part of this new album, that kind of sound, or?
It could be. It's. I think that's the old version in that podcast. So we worked it. I think at the end of last year, and I think we will play it tonight. Maybe we will hear it.
It's an amazing track.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, we've been sending it to some labels. It doesn't have a place yet, but we'll see. Maybe it's for the album.
Great.
But we like it. We like to
Works very
play
good
it.
on the dance floor. So,
Yeah.
but we have a lot of unreleased tracks now at the moment because in the beginning you have to choose like which way you want to go, and our goal was like, okay, we have to find a place like this is our home, and we find it like Terminal M is our main label, we can say. And we signed also on Craftex second stage, and we try to focus on just like 4 or 5 labels, and that's sometimes hard to release like a lot of tracks because they're super picky and they're great labels, and that's super good because they they giving you a pressure to being gonna be better or creating better things. So, we have a lot of unreleased tracks replaying, and a lot of people are asking which track is this? Are you going to release this? And sorry, we didn't sign yet. So
Yeah, I think
that's
sometimes it's frustrating for the fans. I think because we play a lot of unreleased stuff,
sorry, it's still unreleased. So.
but it won't get lost. So I'm sure it will be released
Someday they will see
someday.
the
Yeah,
light.
indeed. Yeah.
Amazing. Well, this is regarding finding the label and stuff. Would you eventually like to have your own label?
Yeah, it's surely something we will do in the future, but not right now. I think right now our focus is to do some touring, make good music, and I think when we're like, how do I say it in English? Not stabilized, but like at a certain point, it will be time to do our own label. But I don't think it's necessary right
At
now.
the moment. It's later on.
We want to keep our focus on touring and
yeah.
producing music right now. And
Some artists decide to
Release
already
their
bring
music
to create their own label in the beginning of their career, and that's fine. We decided to have it on the long pathway, and now we want to focus on our own produce our own tracks and our DJ skills, like, and then later on when we have our way along the way, then we're gonna decide, but that's not for now.
yeah, we have a long-term vision, and we want, when we do a label, we want it to be perfect.
Yeah.
How we.
It has to
want
tell
it.
the story again, like not just like, okay, tomorrow we're gonna create a label, like, yeah, it has to tell the story, the artwork, the DJs, like we're
To curate.
yeah,
Yeah.
and that's like, then we wanna support a lot of young artists, and
Yeah, our network is still growing.
Yeah.
So.
it's gonna be amazing, but it's not for now. So.
In an interview last year, you announced that you were going to play in India, and you also said that you had confirmed your dream booking. I don't know if you guys remember, but well, we were wondering, maybe in that time, what was that dream booking of yours?
That's a good question. When was it?
August last year.
I think it was Awakenings, the Gassar, probably in New Year.
Yeah,
I think.
yeah. I think it was
Because
Gassorder.
when we were very young, we went to Awakenings already. So, and the Gassauder has such a good vibe, and that's like the techno temple of Europe, and even the world. So yeah, that was the thing. Like when we heard that, like you can open the Gassauder with, and we're like, what? Are you serious? And now
there again.
in April, Easter. So and the festival also. So we have a good relationship now with Awakenings, and they're doing so much good things.
Also played for them in India. They did like a collaboration with PH1 Supersonic Festival.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's really, Awakenings is top notch on techno festival.
Super thankful that
side,
they're
so,
supporting us. So
And I was wondering, what was like the first electronic music artist that you guys were fans of? Like, the first one.
First one.
The very first one.
That's a good question.
Oh, we've been in it for a long time, so
We went to
I-
Out of Techno in 2006.
I would say it's more like the event.
Yeah.
It was 2006. We were 18 years old.
Yeah.
I think 18,
Yeah.
if I recall correctly, and that was like for us the starter for like the love for techno. We saw Len Faki was there. I think
Bear.
also Adam Bear, Dief Schwartz. I don't know if you know this.
Yeah.
Boys Noise, stuff
Yeah.
like that. We used to listen like
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
Appreciate love. Yeah.
Stuff like indeed.
Well, you have played in Awakens and Puco Pop. You're going to play in Primavera Sound. You have played Creamfields UK. So what's like your next dream?
We don't know. It's
You have
Our,
projects.
our, our,
yeah,
our main,
it's-
our main
it's-
goal was
it's
like,
insane.
It's insane,
like
isn't it?
yeah, like Capo Futuro, and
Yeah.
and in Italy was a goal for us, and
We never thought we would play there
No,
this year,
and
and
now-
then now we have to book.
yeah,
in.
we're playing there, and we're super happy. Like wow, now it's so yeah. We have also Sonus Festival
Yeah.
from Time Warp, so
Yeah.
Time Warp is
Time Warp
Time
would
Warp.
be
still a
bucket list material.
Yeah,
Bucket list
absolutely.
material.
And for the rest, it's like our goal is like to see the world.
Yeah, and discover.
Visit all the great clubs
discovering-
like today.
Yeah.
That's for us. That's more important than just that one
names, yeah.
festival gig. Just cross the world and meet different people, cities, see the cities and see the clubs.
It doesn't matter if it's a big or small club. A lot of people are asking like if it's a small club, like is it okay for you? Is it like sure it's
Yeah.
okay? We love to have an intimate
Setting.
contact with the crowd. You know, like we don't like the big stages when we're standing higher than the people. You know, like we want to have the contact, and that's what we like, and that's where we raised like in small clubs, and that's what we still love. So everywhere in the world is always
Everywhere is a different experience. And
Yeah,
it's really
it's-
interesting
that's
to
super cool.
Meet different people and meet different atmospheres.
club
and
cultures,
vibes.
and yeah, so
The story-
that's
the story
amazing.
behind it.
Well, I hope you have a great time tonight.
I'm sure we
For
will.
sure, we will.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank
you.
you so much.
Gracias.